Hello, praise the Lord. Welcome to Marion Kinya Official. And if you are listening me for the first time, please consider subscribing to Marion Kinya Official. So on today's video, we are still talking about the levels of intimacy. We are on the 5th level of intimacy. But before we talk about the 5th level of intimacy, if you are listening me for the first time and you haven't listened to the last 4 levels of intimacy that I've shared, please pause, go and listen to those 4 levels of intimacy, then come back here so that we will be on the same page as we talk about intimacy. So on today's video, we want to talk about the 5th level of intimacy, and I believe that you will be blessed and you will learn something, and by the end of the 7th level of intimacy, actually in number 5 out of 7. So by the time we'll be reaching number 7, trust me, hey, there will be a difference in your life. There will be a difference in your life, and you'll be intentional with having great relationships. So on today's video, we are talking about the 5th level of intimacy, which is the level of feelings. Hey, what are you feeling today? What are you feeling at the moment? That is the feelings that we are talking about. So in other words, the feelings are the emotional reactions. Yes, the feelings are the emotional reactions. So, Marion Kinya Official, what are you feeling at the moment? I'm feeling joyous, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling so good. Now that is the feeling that we are talking about. So on this video, we are going to talk about the feelings as the level of intimacy, and I believe by the end of this video you will be blessed and you'll be learning something. There will be a difference in your love relationship. So knowing about our feelings and sharing about our feelings is part of intimacy and the important part of intimacy. We talked about the 2nd level of intimacy as facts. And facts, in our lives, they all pass to reveal all we have. We said the 3rd level of intimacy is opinions. So opinions help us to get to understand how we respond to the facts that are in our lives, the facts that we are holding in our lives. So the opinion will help us to understand how we respond, how we react towards what? Towards the facts that we have in our life. So on the 4th level, we talked about the hopes and dreams. So the hopes and dreams will help us to get to understand it will have to say something about our life, our humanity, our need to be listened to, and our need to be loved. So it is good that you get to understand that the feelings level cannot come before the other 4 levels of intimacy. So you have to first have or experience the other 4 levels of intimacy so that you can be at the feelings level of intimacy. So who doesn't want a relationship where they can be sharing everything about themselves? Nobody, including me. I want a relationship where I can be sharing something about myself. So intimacy is usually unattainable to anybody that doesn't want to be vulnerable about their life. So the question that I want to ask you, are you vulnerable enough to talk about yourself? Are you vulnerable enough to talk about your feelings? Because you cannot attain intimacy unless you are in a place where or you are comfortable sharing about your feelings. So you must be in a position, you must take a risk of being vulnerable about your feelings. Most of the people that you can see in the hospital, with some painful diseases, they just need someone to talk to. They need someone they can share their feelings, and that is why most of the people, they go to the therapist. So you can imagine, if you are sharing your feelings with your partner, you are vulnerable enough to share your feelings with your partner, guess the reward. The reward will be mental health. Yes, the reward of sharing your feelings vulnerably, sijui kama kuna kizungu kama hiyo, is mental health. So everybody wants a relationship where they can share or they can be vulnerable about their feelings, how they are feeling, and why they are feeling so. So what it needs to happen, or what you need to do, is that timing is very important. It is good that you get to know the best time where you can share some intimate feelings about yourself with your partner. It is good to get to realize some of the best moments, best times that you can talk about your feelings, because you don't want to be hurted and you still want to feel accepted. Most of the people that are so intentional and serious with each other, you will come to realize that even before your partner tells what they are feeling, you are in a position to recognize what they are feeling even sometimes before they themselves realize that they are not okay. Yes, that is the level of connection I am talking about. So be flexible enough, be in a position where you can be vulnerable if you want the reward of intimacy. So what you need to do if you want to connect very well at the place of intimacy, as the 5th level of intimacy, this is what you need to do. You need to be a good listener. Yes. the enjoyment of listening is so good, and it is the art of so many people. So the ability to reason and the enjoyment of reasoning is part of intimacy. Yeah. So the question is, are you a good listener? If you're not a good listener, it is good that you start practicing to be a good listener, because someone who is sharing their feelings, they need someone who can listen to them. Yes, they need people who can listen to them and they can understand how they are feeling and why they are feeling whatever they are feeling. So everyone loves a good listener, including me. Yes, I love a good listener. So the fifth level of intimacy, that is the level of feelings, is it requires you to be comfortable with your feelings. You need to first be comfortable with your feelings, and you own your feelings so that you can learn to express them to the other person. So you need to be comfortable with your feelings first. Be comfortable. Learn yourself. Get to know what you are feeling. Be comfortable with them so that you'll be in a position and you'll be vulnerable enough to share what your feelings to the other person. If you're not comfortable with your feelings, even when you go to the therapist, you'll not be in a position to share your feelings vulnerably. You will not be in a position to be very open to whatever that you are feeling, and you will not get the right reward that you need for the mental health. You are not going to get it. So it's good that you start getting comfortable with your feelings, analyze yourself. So the level of feelings, it's about learning to reason to others, but also learning to reason to ourselves. Most of the people, they are going through a lot in their feelings, but they don't have time to reason to themselves. So you need to first reason to yourself so that you'll be in a position to reason to others, and also you can be in a position to express yourself to others, because our journey towards intimacy is it starts by understanding what we feel and why we react the way we react to the things that surround us, because that is the feelings. How you react to the people, to the things, to the events, to everything that surrounds you, that is feelings. So if you want to journey a journey of true intimacy, you need to now start understanding how you feel, why you feel it, and why you are reacting to certain situations in your life, because we only reveal our feelings in the confidence. We only reveal our feelings in the confidence that we will be accepted by the people we share our feelings with. Again, as we said, acceptance is the key to the fifth level of intimacy. Acceptance is the key to getting to connect at the feelings level. So you must be prepared for the acceptance, because we said in the other levels of intimacy, acceptance is very, very important. So you need to be prepared and intentional about accepting the person for who they are, so that you'll be in a position to understand what they are feeling about themselves. That is the fifth level of intimacy. Feelings. Are you willing to share your feelings with others? Are you willing to learn about your feelings? That is it for today. That is the fifth level of intimacy. Feelings, the fifth level of intimacy. I hope you have understood something. I hope it is now so clear to you. And thank you so much for listening to Marion Kinya Official. Please consider subscribing to Marion Kinya Official. Share every information. Share all the 5 levels of intimacy to your friends, to your family, to everybody that is listening to it. It doesn't matter their relationship status. Just share with them, and I believe they will be blessed. So that is it for today, guys. I love you so much. Bye bye.